But we have to mention this because it's always tragic when we hear about this. On August 2nd, which was 2 Saturdays ago, there was a Japanese card that was happening called YOUNEXT. And the main event was for the 130-pound OPBF, which is the Oriental Pacific Boxing Championship belt. If you watch the fight, you guys can find it on YouTube, or like I said, you can follow me at Reyes Boxing on Instagram. When you watch it, it doesn't look like anything terrible really happened during the fight. Shortly after the match was done, Shigetoshi Kotari was rushed to the hospital for a brain surgery, and unfortunately he passed away last week Thursday. That was a 28-year-old young man, and we hear about this all too often. If one death is more than one, that's too much already. Okay, in our sport, and this is where I always say I want to give respect to boxers, because boxing is the only sport other than race car driving where you hear about the athletes dying. It's something that in our lifetime I don't remember, unless you want to tell me you remember this ever happening, Professor T. 2 fighters from that same card died. There was another young man who was fighting an 8-round fight. Again, if you want to see the replay of that, if you watch it, again, it doesn't look like any more of a fight than what we just saw between Regis Prograis versus Jojo Diaz. Looks like what a boxing match would look like. And yet this young man, Mr. Urakawa, he gets rushed to the hospital for the same a different hospital for the same type of brain surgery, and he passed away on Sunday. So 2 deaths from the same card. Both of these young men were both 28 years old. And like what we always say here on the Knockout Canvas, man, you don't play boxing. It's the only sport that you do not play. And that's why we also don't like to really badmouth or talk badly about any boxers, because they are putting their lives on the line for our entertainment every time they step in there, and anything can happen, which is the reason why I keep saying to everyone, there wasn't anything dramatic that happened in these fights. It looked like what you just saw on regular fights, but punches don't tickle. So prayers to the Kotari and the Urakawa family, and prayers to everybody who loved them and appreciated them.